Hi ladies, so this is our first training for the week and I wanted to go over the bonus pool. So I'm going to wait and see if anybody joins me here first. I'm going to pull up Facebook because I realized I'm going to go teacher with you and for you to be able to read what I'm going to put on the whiteboard, I have to, I won't be able to see the camera. So welcome if you're joining me. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes to get everybody on here, and I'm going to pull up this event, oops, here it is, on my laptop so that I can kind of see comments that come through. Hi Suzanne. So I'm going to, oh, I have a message popping up. Hi Katie. I'm going to go through and go over all of the bonus pool stuff for July. So I apologize. I'm kind of on JamCon hangover, I guess, today. But I wanted to jump on and kind of go over everything that is coming in July so that you're prepared for it. So to do that, I actually have my kids' whiteboard. So I'm going to be writing on the whiteboard and kind of showing you how it's going to work. And I'm trying to pull up this video here. Let me mute it on my laptop so I can see your comments too, because I realized, see, I'll flip it real quick. When I flip, well, I won't. When I flip it, everything's backwards and you won't be able to read what I'm writing. So I'm not going to be able to see you on the actual video. So let me get all set up. Alright, so welcome everybody. I'm so excited that you're here and you want to learn about what's coming new with Jamberry. So JamCon was super exciting. We saw all kinds of new things coming. Let me grab. So I'm wearing, I normally don't wear this dark of lipstick, but this is our new Fearless lipstick that we got as an exclusive at JamCon. So I've got that on today, but it's kind of a pretty rose gold bronze color here. So I thought I'd wear it in the video today. But so Jamberry is all about this kind of reinvention, and so like kind of a rebranding, re-looking at how we do things at Jamberry, and we've kind of come up to kind of phase 1 and we just started phase 2. So phase 1 was the change in the deactivation of consultants. So no longer, if you do not meet the 600 in the rolling 12-month period, do you get kicked out of Jamberry world, but you get to stay, and at any point you can start paying for your website again and get back into it. Now when you do deactivate or kind of roll off, if you do not have your 600 PRV, you do lose your team members. They roll up, and your customer base in your workstation rolls up as well, so that those people are still getting the support that they need in case you are a true hobbyist. But you're not kicked out of Jamland. And one of the reasons for that is everyone who signs up as a hobbyist or someone who loves Jamberry and maybe is thinking about the business but not sure if it's going to work for them, when they sign up, they are typically a jam lover just like us. They love the product, they love everything about it, and as they get into it, they either realize it's for them or not for them. But that doesn't mean that they hate Jamberry and don't want anything to do with it. And so what Home Office was finding is that that deactivation rollout was cutting ties with Jamberry, and we were losing them as customers too, and as people who love Jamberry, and we were creating this disconnect from all of those people, and we want those to still be part of our family and part of our team. Because even as a hobbyist, when they go and purchase things for themselves, that counts as TRV for you. And it helps us in the long run, and it keeps kind of the camaraderie and the positivity in Jamberry up. So that was phase 1. So phase 2, that's starting today, that's kind of what I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to flip around and look at the whiteboard here. Let me flip it, oops, if I can figure out. Okay, so here's my little whiteboard, and I have July bonus pools up there. So I'm hoping, let me kind of put my tripod back a little bit so you can see me and the board here. Okay. So there are two parts to this new phase 2 July bonus pool. Okay, the first one has to do with recruiting. So number 1 is recruiting, and we know that there are 2 ways to recruit at this point, because now we have the Style Essentials kit. So whenever you see a B with a circle around it, that's going to equal I'm doing it in US terms, most of us are US, so just know that if you're in Canada or UK or Australia, you would use your own terms of currency. So that's the $99 business kit that we know now, where they get the mini heater and there are 2 exclusive wraps, they get the catalogs and all of those things. So that's one way to recruit. The other one is, I'm going to use an S with a triangle, is the Style Essentials kit that we have now, and that is the $200 one. And that kit comes with your mini heater, your 4 wraps that you get to choose, comes with the gel kit, comes with the deluxe application kit, comes with the Rapid Nail Lacquer Remover, the cuticle oil pen. Basically, it's the deluxe kit. It has all that you would need to try everything that we have at this point. And statistically, if we have consultants that are coming in and trying all of those deluxe products, or like the gel kit, maybe they won't buy that right away, but if it comes in their kit, they're more apt to use it and more apt to share it with people. So I love that kit because it comes with everything they need. It also comes with $25 in marketing credit, which is awesome because right away when they sign up, even though the kit itself only comes with 1 catalog, they can go in and purchase their first set of catalogs and a set of samples right away. So they still get that with their kit, they just go in and order it. So when you're having new consultants sign up with you using the Style Essentials kit, you're going to want to encourage them right away, even before they get their kit, to go in and redeem those marketing credits for those catalogs and those samples so they can share that. So those are our different recruiting. So for the July, this is what's really cool. We have an unlimited bonus pool that is cash bonuses for recruiting, and I've never seen this before, ever. I've been with Jamberry almost 4 years. This is crazy. And it starts July 1st and it ends July 31st. So you have the entire month that this will be active in. So how that looks is, let's say this is you, right here. Okay, so that's you. And you want to go ahead and recruit somebody in July. So let's say you have one person here that signs up with the basic kit. Okay, so they sign up with the basic kit, and to be active or to qualify for Jam Squad, so the first thing here is Jam Squad. And we've had that already going on. So Jam Squad is when you get a recruit and they are at $200, when they reach $200 in their first sign-up month, then there's some kind of incentive gift. So this month it's the cute little water bottle with the straw, with the pineapples on it. I think it's the Calypso pattern. Last month it was the cookie cutters. Before that it was the pop socket. Then it was the Boss Babe tumbler. But every month is different. So I don't know what July's will be. But that's the first one. So if you have this person signs up with the basic kit, now they have to sell $200 to get to that Jam Squad. So let's say that they go ahead and have their launch party. They have 200 PRV at their launch party, then they would be Jam Squad for you and for them. So that means that you get that prize and they get that prize. Okay, so that's nothing new. We've been doing that. The next thing is, let's say you have another recruit this month, but now they want to sign up with the Style Essentials. So they're an S, little triangle, they're an S. The cool thing about the Style Essentials is they automatically get 200 qualifying volume for that, or PRV is how we know it. They're kind of changing a little bit of the terms. But, so they automatically have 200 PRV when they sign up. That means that this girl here, she gets her Jam Squad too, and you get that for her. So you would get 2 of the water bottles for this month. I'm not sure what July will be. But that also means that she is automatically active. Okay, so she doesn't have to have her launch party right away to be active. But she has that 200 PRV. Now, in July, here's where the bonuses come in. When you recruit your second recruit who is active, that gets to 200 PRV, you get a $200 bonus. That's for you. So you would get, number 2, a $200 bonus for recruiting someone who got to 200. The Style Essentials kit is awesome because you automatically get that because they're at 200. Now, it goes even further. So let's say you recruit a third person. You share with somebody, maybe it's someone who you just met and they want everything and they're super excited about it. And they go ahead and get the Style Essentials as well, which gives them, again, 200 PRV automatically, so it makes them active. You're going to get another $100 bonus. So for your third recruit who is active, you'll get another $100 bonus, so it makes it 300 total here. For every recruit who is active that you add in July, you'll get an additional $100. There is no cap to this. So this is basically for you to go out and build your business. You can make as much as you want in July. So let's say this person goes all the way down and recruits 10 people on their team. At the end of the month, they would have $1,000 additional cash bonus on top of their level bonuses, their fast start bonuses, all of those other things the comp plan already have. You would have an additional $1,000 here. So I'm going to go through and just catch up on questions here. Am I not seeing? Let me refresh on my computer and see if I missed any questions. All right, yeah, Kayla already answered your question, Suzanne. So recruits for this incentive, they are no longer active right when they sign up. And when I get to the second section of this, I'll explain that kind of a little bit more. But they have to have the 200 PRV for the incentive. But that Style Essentials kit is awesome because they automatically have it. So, okay, I don't see any other questions, but if I miss questions, I'll have to go back because my phone is flipped where I can't see them and my computer is not loading all of them. So I'll go back and answer questions at the end, or I know Kayla's on there, and Mary Elizabeth is on there, and I think some of the other leaders are hopping on too, so they can kind of answer questions for me as I go. So this is amazing. Now, the second part, so that's first. The second part is kind of a, what do they call it? Leadership development. So leadership development. Okay, so I'm going to switch colors just so you can see the difference. So this is number 2, is leadership development here. And this has to do with lead consultant. So our current requirements to hit lead consultant is to have 400 PRV personally, to have 1,500 TRV, and to have 2 active legs. Okay, so that is kind of where we're at now for lead consultant. What they're doing in July, which is, I think, amazing. I've never seen like comp plan changes like this before, but they're taking this 1,500 and they're dropping it, making it more attainable for us, and dropping it to 900 TRV. And this is going to be an ongoing thing. So from this point on, starting July 1st, where the recruiting one here is just for July. So I want to go back and look at this example that I just wrote here and kind of see where we are with this person. So this person here, if this is you, I'm assuming that this person has no other legs right now. They've never recruited anybody before. They're starting out fresh. Now that might be your scenario. You may have this larger team, and I'll kind of hit on that in a little bit. But just for the simple, straightforward example, we're going to start with this person. So if this is this person starting July 1st, and they have recruited these 3 people. So one with the business basics who has reached the 200 PRV with their party, and then 2 style essentials who already have the 200 when they started. So let's say throughout the month, this second recruit here has not only has the 200 for their signing up with Style Essentials, but they want to have their launch party, and they are working towards their fast start. So for fast starts, they have to have 500 PRV in their first full month, but they're working this month towards that. So let's say they add another 300 PRV to this month. So now they have a total of 500 PRV now. So they have 500 PRV here. Because when we sign them up, we want them to hit their fast start. So we're encouraging our girls to have their launch party right away. Even though they already have that 200 PRV, that's okay. We want them to work. We want them to kind of get their feet wet, be excited. And this July incentive is open for new recruits also. So I'll show you how that works in a little bit. So let's just look at this right here. So this is you. Let's say your goal is 500 PRV this month. We need to have 400 for lead, but I always set my goals a little bit higher so that I can make sure I attain them. So let's say that you have at least 400 PRV personally. That's your personal sales for July. And then you already know that your recruits have 200 here. This one has 500 now because she hit her first fast start. And this one has 200 as well. This was just, let me do this. This was the bonuses that you earned that I already talked about. So let's ignore that for now. All right, so we know that you have now 400 PRV. Then you have 200, 500, so 700, 800, 900 TRV, but yours counts in your TRV. So we're going to add those together. So you have now on your team, you have 1,300 PRV or TRV. That counts here. Okay, so now you actually have everything for, this is lead consultant. Let me write that in there. Okay, so that's for lead consultant. You have the PRV, you have the TRV, just with these 3 recruits here who are working, you're working with this month. The other requirement are 2 active legs. Now these active legs have to have 200 PRV. They need to be active with 200 PRV. That is a change because before when they signed up they were automatically active. So going on forward to be active you do have to have that 200 PRV. But now let's look at our people. This one did her launch party. She has over 200 PRV, so she's an active leg. She signed up with the Style Essentials, and that counts as 200, so she is an active leg. So this is 1 active leg, 2 active legs, and this one signed up with Style Essentials, and they are active because that counts as 200, even if she has not sold anything beyond that. That kit makes her active. So you actually have 3 active legs there. So this consultant, you, by just recruiting these 3 people in July and having your party or your PRV being above 400, you make lead consultant. Okay, so she is a lead consultant now. You are. Now, that goes to the second leadership development point for this July pool. When you promote and have never promoted to lead before, you get a, let me go back to, I'll make bonuses blue because that'll, so you get, for promoting to lead, $200 bonus. That is on top of the bonuses that you get for recruiting. So in this scenario right here, you made $200 for promoting to lead. You got the Jam Squad for your first recruit. You got $200 right here for your second recruit, and an additional $100 for your next recruit, so $300 for all of your recruits. So far you have, for your bonus for July, you have $200 for lead, you have $200 for your second recruit, you have $100 for your third recruit, and then if you're in your fast start period, you still get the compensation plan bonus of $100 for hitting lead in your fast start. If you are outside of that window, you get $50. So let's assume that you've been with the company a while, 3 or 4 months, you're out of your fast start and you get an additional $50. But you could get $100 if you are still in your fast start. So that means that this next month in July, you would get $550 extra on top of all of the compensation plan bonuses. So, and imagine if you kept recruiting. Imagine if you had 10 recruits who all did that. And you would have 1,000 plus all of the other lead things. This is crazy, guys. There's another stipulation with, or another part of the leadership development one. So they added in a second part of it. So if you promote to lead, and let's say that you previously have been a lead consultant, but you have not hit it in a while. If you have not hit lead consultant in 2017, you are eligible for this $200 lead bonus. So to be able to see if you're eligible or not, you can go to your rank gap where it shows the chart and just look back and see when the last time you were paid as a lead. If it was in December or later, then you are eligible to receive this $200 bonus here. The reason why they did this, just to give you some background, all of the ranks up to Premier Consultant, once you hit that, your career title never changes. You never lose that. So if you, let's say you promoted to Premier in 2015, but you haven't hit it again, maybe things happened in your life and you just stopped working in your business, whatever it is, but your career title would still be that highest that you ever did. When you get to team manager and above, that doesn't happen. We lose our titles. So if we do not hit our highest title in 6 months, it drops down to what we're paid as. So they're really just using that same mentality to level the playing field for everybody. So they're looking at when was the last time you were paid as that lead. So if you have not been paid as a lead, this is the perfect time to rejuvenate your business. It's the perfect time to jump in and start working. And as you can see, you can reach lead without even looking at your other team members. So if you have been around for a while and you have a team, but they're kind of sleeping and not really doing anything, you can still do this based on just recruits. And it's a perfect time for you to reach out to those other consultants on your team and explain, or tag them in this video, explain how they can do that too to rejuvenate their business if they want to start. If you're currently a hobbyist, all you need to do is pay for your website and you will be able to start recruiting again. That was the phase 1, like why we're able to do this. So awesome. Now, let's say, I said it was open to all of our recruits this month too. So let's say that this girl, you can tell she's working. She hit her first fast start because she kept working, got 300 additional PRV. Let's say she signs up July 1st, July 2nd, and she has an amazing launch party, and she invites ladies into her team. So what's going to happen from that point, try not to confuse, I guess I'll just use pink for her. I don't have, oh, I have a purple. Let's see if it works. It does not. How many of you have kids and all your pens are dried out? I was like searching for pens today. Okay, so let's say that this person here is just out of the gate rock star. So she's in her first fast start, but she decides she wants to invite people in the opportunity as well. She has somebody sign up with that Style Essentials kit. Okay, so that means again that they have 200 PRV right away, and they are considered active for her. So again, she would get that Jam Squad. Okay, she would earn that Jam Squad. And then her sponsor would get another one, which is great because she could use them for incentives or just have another one, however she wants to do it. But then let's say she wants to go ahead and invite a second friend into the business, and she wants the Style Essentials also. So again, she counts as active because she has 200 PRV. And this consultant would get that Jam Squad, but then her sponsor here would get, what? Another $200 bonus. So she signed up, she's eligible for that $200 bonus because she recruited a second person. So it carries down. So you can really talk to your potential recruits about the opportunities to make all of these bonuses this month. That's crazy. So I have like a cheat sheet now. So let me see what I was going from now. So let's just look at her numbers now. She has 500 PRV here, okay? Because she wanted her first fast start. So she already has 500 PRV. This is our second. This is this girl right here. Let's look at her TRV, her team volume. So she has 500. This girl has 200. This one has 200. So that's another 400 from her team. But remember, your PRV counts for your TRV. It's your entire team, and that includes you. So look at how much by just adding 2 people with the Style Box. Look at her TRV. What does that mean for her?
Yeah. Okay.
What does that mean for her? She's got 500 PRV. Now she has 900 TRV just by signing up 2 people with the Style Essentials. With the changes in lead, she is automatically a lead consultant because these girls are not only have their 200, but they're considered active. So this new consultant that just signed up with you on July 1st, July 2nd, you have a new lead consultant on your team, and she is a lead consultant. And what that means is she will get, so now she becomes, I'm going to put a blue star up here. She is a lead now. She gets the Jam Squad. She gets 200 PRV, so she gets the $200 bonus here plus the Jam Squad. She gets the $200 for becoming a lead consultant. She gets the $100 comp plan bonus for becoming a lead consultant. So in her first month, she gets $500 bonus her first month. And it could be the first week if she gets recruiting right away and inviting people to the business. How crazy is that for a new consultant that you just invited to the business and the potential that she has this month? Imagine if you add multiple people and what a difference you can make in those ladies' lives by providing that for their family. That's cash right up front. And she doesn't have to stop it here. She could recruit multiple people and make this recruiting, this 200, it can go all the way up. There's no cap. They can go beyond 10 if they wanted. There is no cap. So it literally is in your hands what you want to do with it this month. Now, there's a second part of the lead consultant development, the leadership development. When you promote a new lead, so this is a new lead, the sponsor, as long as they are a lead consultant or above, the sponsor gets a extra $100 bonus for promoting a lead consultant. So that means this girl, our original person, you right here, you were getting $1,550 or $1,600, depending on if you're in your fast start. You would add another $100 to that for helping your new recruit reach lead by just sponsoring 2 more people and hitting her first fast start. So that means it would go up to either $1,700 or $1,650 for your bonus. That's by adding 2 to 3 new people on your team. You guys, this is crazy. And the potential here is insane. So what if this girl here, your second recruit that got the style box, did the exact same thing? You would get another matching $100 bonus. She would make the extra $500 bonus on all these things stacked up. I know it's a little confusing, but if you can really focus in on what you want to do as a lead consultant, and how you want to help your girls. Now, it doesn't have to be a new recruit who signed up today. Maybe you have someone on your team who just needs a little bit push. I encourage you, look at your genealogy, see who is on your team, and see what they would really need to do this. Really, anybody can do it with just 2 Style Box subscribers as recruits. But you can also reach down to people in your downline and see who is close to re-ranking to lead. If you're already a lead consultant or have been paid in the last 6 months and that 200 lead consultant bonus does not apply to you, it's okay, because you want to reach down and work with the girls on your team and recruit new people who can hit that, because you're going to be rewarded by working with them. As long as you're paid as a lead consultant this month, you will get those roll up $100 bonuses when they hit lead. So let's say this person hits lead and their person above them, say your sponsor is not active or is not lead consultant. That $100 bonus would not roll up to them unless they're a lead consultant. But if someone above you is working with you to coach, that will roll up. So let's say your sponsor is not a lead consultant, but the person above you is, and that's where that would roll up to. So even if you have people 3-4 levels down from you who are working towards lead, if no one in between you guys are, it's going to roll up to you who are helping her. But essentially, we want those other people in between to be working too, because this is attainable. This is doable. I would love to see as many people as possible hit lead consultant this month based on this new July pool. I know this is crazy busy, so if you're just joining us, go back and start at the beginning when the board was empty, and it will make a whole lot more sense to you. But what we would like to do as your leaders this month and then the next few days is we're going to set up a group for those of you working towards lead consultant. And in that group, we will be doing more step-by-step things that you can be doing this month to work towards lead consultant. So the group is going to be called Ascent to Lead, because you're ascending to lead consultant, and it's going to be a training group for this month. So if you are interested in becoming part of that group and making your goal to be lead consultant or higher, or helping your girls to reach lead if you know that you're going to hit it already anyway, so that you can really dig in and build your team. This is crazy, and it's leading up to the reinvention of what Jamberry is and what we have coming in the future. And I am so excited about July. I mean, it's really like untapped. So For some reason, my questions are not coming up. I actually have some graphics. Suzanne, I see that comment come up. I can only see like 5 comments at a time. I don't know what the thing is. But I do have some graphics that I'm going to post in this event to share. And then when you get to the Sent to Lead group, I'll have another training by Amanda Larson, who's another team manager. She has a great video. I was watching it this morning where she kind of does the same thing but in a different way. So I'll be posting that in there as well as some of the graphics so that you can visually see what this looks like without looking at my chicken scratches. But I thought this was better to kind of build and show you exactly how it works rather than just putting up a graphic and you having to decipher what is what. So I think all of those things are good. So I'll get those graphics up so that you can see them and get the group set up for the Ascend to Lead. Now is the time to look at your genealogy. If you've been around a while, look at your genealogy and see who has a career title of lead or above first if you've been around a while. And then you can click on their name and see if they've been paid in the last 6 months on lead consultant. If they haven't, now's the time to reach out to them and explain or tag them in this video, show them what the potential is for them restarting their business in July and what that could mean for their family and for their finances. It's huge, especially like going into school. Like that could be school shopping for kids or paying for sports or whatever it is, like vacations. Like it's huge, and it's a huge potential that we have in front of us. So I think that's it. I cannot see your questions, so I'll go back through and try to answer questions. Let me see if I can refresh and have them come up. Yeah, I'm only seeing like 4 comments, like they're not coming through. But anyway, I'll get your questions answered. So I just wanted you to have the information now as we're coming up to July 1st so that you're ready when the 1st comes. You can already be talking to recruits and encouraging them that July 1st is the perfect time to sign up because they will have that extra month for their fast start and they have all of these things for them as well. I wouldn't, if someone is so excited they want to sign up right now, I would not discourage them, but at the same time, giving them all of the information so that they can make an educated decision. I have people that sign up at the end of the month sometimes, and but I give them all of the information. I do tell them that if they sign up on the 1st, they do get an additional month for their fast start, and they'll have that entire time to do this. And then with the July bonuses, they will have the potential, to work towards all of the Jam Squad and these July things as well. So I wouldn't discourage, but just give them all the information and they can make their decision. I think that's it. So we'll be in touch. Let me know if you have questions, and stay tuned this week for more stuff from conference. I felt like the meat and potatoes of this was most important coming into July. That's what's going to affect us the most first, so I wanted you to get this information first. But we'll be sharing information about the new rebranding, the new products, kind of what's to come in the future with Jamberry, which is super exciting. I'm excited about it. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Mom, that one isn't one.